Hi everyone, this is Sharon with Learning the Lyre Harp group, and today I'm going to be going over the difference between a diatonic lyre and a chromatic lyre. Now, there's been quite a few interest in our Facebook group on what the difference is and how the strings are done up on a chromatic lyre versus a diatonic. So because we've had quite a few questions, I'm pretty sure that other people who are not part of our group also have those questions. So I thought I'd do one up really quickly. So let me just share my screen with you because having a picture will be a lot easier to show the difference. Now, what you're seeing right here is an example of a diatonic lyre, just where the strings are. So with diatonic lyres, it's pretty easy to know what the notes are because you just get one note per string. So right here, I'm showing you C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And then I guess if you have more strings on the lyres, it repeats again. So it's very easy. There's no really wrong way of knowing what the strings are. Some lyres also have the names of the notes engraved right on it, which makes it really, really good. So here is a picture of a chromatic lyre. Now you will notice right away that it has quite a lot more strings on it. That is because a chromatic lyres makes it so that you are able to play sharps and flats, which you cannot do on a diatonic lyre unless you actually use your tuner and manually tune those specific strings to be either sharp or flat. On a chromatic lyre, this is the great advantage that you have, because right now you could see it's done up exactly the way a piano would be done up. So on a piano, you have your C, and right after your C are the two black keys, which represents the flats or the sharp, D, E, and then you have your F again, right before the three black notes, which is G, A, B, and then it starts all over again with the C, and then again your two black keys and your three black keys. So that's basically the nuts and bolts of it. So if you are playing a music that has an F sharp, for example, there's your F, you would now play this string right here, which is really part of the G strings, but it would becomes your flat, because the way you work on sharps is you do a half a step up, and if you are playing flats, you do a half a step down. So on let's use the D as an example here, and the C and the D. So for example, if you are playing the C note, you would just pluck this individual string right here, C. But if you're playing in the D scale and you need to play a C sharp, then you would borrow this string right here where the regular D is located just before it, and that becomes your C sharp. Now, if you want to play a D, then you just pluck this string here, which is your D string. But if you want to do a D flat, then you do a step down, and now you play this string here, which really is the same note as a C sharp or a D flat. It's just basically what you're calling it and what you're needing it for. So this string right here represents the flat or the sharp the same way it represents the black keys on a piano. And the same thing with the E. If you need an E flat, if you needed just a regular E, then you would pluck this string, the second string. And if you need an E flat, you would pluck the string below it, which is like the black key on your keyboard. Now, if you need a D, you play the D, this one here. And if you need a D sharp, then you would borrow this note here and pluck this, which is your D sharp, and it goes on from that. So that's pretty much the difference between the two. The chromatic lyres really give you such a great advantage in that you don't have to have levers to change up or down. You have the strings that you need to play those flats and sharps, whereas the diatonic, you don't have that at all. You're pretty much stuck to the scale that you tuned your lyre to. It doesn't mean you can't play any songs without flats or sharps. It just means that you have to set those strings in advance of playing those notes. here are the two of them side by side together, just so you could see the difference. A picture speaks 1,000 words, so the pictures are right together, so you could see the difference between them. Again, the diatonic lyres just have 1 strings per note, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, whereas the chromatic lyres, some of the strings, some of the notes get 2 strings, with the exceptions of the C and the F. Just like in the piano, they are standalone. This tuning here, this orientation here becomes a landmark in the same way that the C is a landmark and the F is a landmark on the piano. I hope this tutorial has been really helpful to you. Let me just stop sharing my screen. I hope it explains the difference between a chromatic and a diatonic lyre. If you need more information, we do have some resources available on our guides on the website, learningthelyreharp.com. And again, if you're looking for a space where you can learn more about the lyres and have a great supportive community, check out our Facebook group. It's Learning the Lyre Harp. That's what we're called. The links for both the sites and the Facebook group are down below. Happy playing.